Hello! This week 7 Days published its annual Love and Marriage issue, and in it you will find some heartwarming stories about things like bridal floral arrangements or newlyweds doing the tango. But what you won't find is some good old-fashioned advice for those of us who maybe don't already have a lover in our lives. You know, those of us who maybe haven't met that special someone we're ready to share our parents' HBO password with. So for those of us, I've invited back onto the show our resident wellness expert, Mrs. Dinvinity Shakrah. Thank you for being here, Divinity.
Warmth. Please, dance with me, Bryan.
Okay.
First off, Bryan, there's nothing wrong with being single. Sometimes people try to set you up with someone who you're maybe not comfortable with. Mm-hmm. Maybe they say they're not going to do something and do it anyway, and it's okay to stay independent in this race.
Wait, what? Race? I thought we were talking about relationships.
Sometimes you have to take a step back and ask yourself, am I doing what's best for me? What's best for me, Bryan?
Okay, it sounds like you're talking about the Burlington Mayoral race and how this week Infinite Culcleasure called the suggestion that he would need to team up with Karina Driscoll in order to beat Mayor Moreau Weinberger as part of a concerted effort to marginalize his campaign.
Your words, not mine. Now, when meeting a new lover, it's important to remember that you are judged by the company you keep. Okay, you are judged. Let's say you're at a party, and the party is for fiscal responsibility, but then that party increases the deficit by trillions of dollars. Okay, trillions of dollars.
Okay.
Well, that's not a very good party, Bryan. Nobody wants to stay at that party.
Okay, it sounds like you're talking about this week's story about Burlington Republicans and how it seems like they're struggling to find new candidates.
No. I'm just telling you to beware of false advertising.
Oh, okay.
Another thing to look out for is people who demand too much from you, okay? They ask too much. Maybe you're in a relationship and everything seems to be going good, but then they ask too much of you, okay? They ask that you build a $150 million private prison. Okay, a prison.
So now it sounds like you're talking about Governor Phil Scott's relationship with a private prison corporation.
Who? No. I'm talking about knowing where to draw the lines in your relationships.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I was pretty relieved to read this week that prison plan is most likely dead on arrival.
Even in a healthy relationship, problems can arise. Okay,
sure.
There can be pollution in your water, if you will. Okay, some pollution. And it's important,
okay, Divinity,
to confront those issues immediately.
Well, now it seems like you're talking about how the governor and the legislature have continued to delay figuring out how to come up with the money to pay for the federally mandated cleanup of Vermont's waterways.
No, Bryan. I'm talking about addressing relationship problems early, before they have a chance to develop into a toxic algae bloom. Okay, it's toxic.
Okay, do you have any other advice that doesn't mysteriously sound like a recent news story?
Yes, Bryan. When looking for new lovers, it's important to talk about your positive traits. Don't spend too long talking about the 6 people who leave you every day, or else you'll never attract a new worker to this state.
Well, right, and you don't want to come off as desperate. Wait, are you talking about...
Whatever it is, no, Bryan. And also, be sure to go to the 7 Days Singles Party at the Vermont Comedy Club on March 4th. Love will be there, okay? It will.
Well, of course. Well, thank you again for joining us, Divinity, and to all of you watching at home. That's going to do it for us here. Now, get out there and put some more love in the world. Okay, well, thank you, Divinity.